Welcome, friends. Today I feel excited to share a little bit about my own journey and what I'm currently, you could say, tinkering with, or actually what my desire currently is in regards to the way that I live my life. And this is also what I want to transmit with IMX is a new way of being. And just to put this into context, the old way of being which we're all used to, which we've all to some extent have been programmed with, some more than others. But for me, it has been like to mentally direct your reality. All the choices that you make, you like think, you compare, you do this, you do that. And it's just, in my opinion, a very limited way of navigating your reality because the only thing you truly have access to is the beliefs and the ideas that you hold, which are extremely biased. You probably haven't even chosen them consciously. You just pick them up from your surroundings and from society. And so they are highly suspect. And for that we need to investigate them and see through them and see if we can reach a deeper state of being from which we can actually rule or live or operate our reality from a more conscious fashion. And so this is what I'm currently tinkering with, is actually just mastering this subtle art of staying true. And this subtle art, it's called subtle because it's more subtle than the mind thinking, which is like more on a gross level. In order to navigate your reality, you could say from a deeper place of presence, you could say from the heart space or more from your core. This requires a certain refinement, a certain subtlety, and in most cases, a little bit of practice to actually master this art. And so this is also where I'm currently just noticing when my mind wants to take control again, and then just relaxing that, going back to a deeper state of presence. And from this state of presence, it's much more easier for me to actually sort of vibrationally sense what is true, what resonates, and what is the right way to go, or you could say the correct decision. And maybe not even correct, but just what is the next most exciting step? What actually aligns with the universe? What actually aligns with my guidance? And just letting go of all the mental suggestions, because the mental suggestions still keep coming, but they're suggestions. I don't have to pay them any attention. I can just turn the other cheek. I can just ignore them. I can just, in that sense, not tolerate them. And this is not the same as suppressing. It's just letting go of your allegiance to it. And then you have more freedom because you always have the freedom to choose how you want to feel, what vibration you want to emanate, regardless of what comes up. And so this is what I'm tinkering with, what I'm mastering at the moment, what is my current priority, is to stay true and to purify that, to deepen in that, so that in any situations, instead of this old, redundant way of thinking with the mind and navigating, which is highly based in duality and all kinds of other things, you come from a deeper state of presence, a deeper state of awareness in which you also have way more control. You have way more mastery over your creation because you're coming from a deeper, more subtler level. And the more subtle you go, the more pure you go, the greater overview you have, the more refined your awareness is. And then you can actually consciously start to create your reality instead of just being stuck in the head. You now have a whole array of presence, of frequencies, energies, and vibrations at your disposal to form that as you see fit, in my recommendation, in the most selfless, loving way that you can, honoring the one in everything that you do. And then your impact on this plane, on this realm, will be huge. Even if you won't be in the public eye, just by coming from this deeper, subtler space and mastering in your own unique way, mastering this art of staying true, really staying true to the depths of your being, who you truly are, why you're truly here, what your gifts are, and where you're called to. And then even if you never meet anyone, just that energetic presence will affect the collective field very positively, and you'll be helping beings all around the world. And also this brings me to my last point, because I've kind of discovered recently that I had a slight bias towards like, okay, I want to make videos, I want to get out there to as much people as possible. But now what actually feels inspired is to just serve the people that are here in the best way that I can. And I would love for all the people that are present here to share maybe any data on what they're working with, what from all of this that I'm sharing resonates. Maybe you see a potential somewhere, or maybe something you would like a little bit more clarification on. I would really love to jump in together into this game and co-create. We're all powerful creators, and the more that we step forward, the more that we take responsibility in a lighthearted way for everything that arises within our consciousness, just in terms of treating whatever arises with a true intent, with a pure intent, and not discriminating, treating everything in your reality as that, since everything in the end is the one, is the same. So how you treat anything is how you treat everything. Your devotion, your commitment, your all-inness on your choice, on your acts, has to be total. It has to be absolute. That is the only way that you can truly be streamlined, because if there's just a little percent where you still want something for yourself, or you have an ulterior motive rather than just honoring your true intent for being here, then that will slowly grow into more. It's like entropy, that it will slowly, or like a few cancer cells that will slowly like build up. You gotta be of single intent. You gotta be pure, you gotta be clear. This is my recommendation. And I think that's it for this video. Again, please let me know. Let's co-create. Bring in whatever is alive for you that resonates. Any reflections for me or the trajectory of IMX. It's all welcome. Let's put all the cards out on the table and let's see what we're working with, and then do our truest, best, our most sincere shot or effort. It's not even effort. It's just love in action. All right, that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. As always, stay true.